everybody, and welcome back to Eternal Spring. I'm Paul Thrott, and I am here, as always, with my wife, Stephanie. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
So we're here in Mexico City for six, I guess, almost 7 weeks now. Not now, but over the course of this trip through about the third week of November. So we're here for a while.
Mhm.
And we have some updates about our apartment because, of course, we do.
Of
So,
course we do. Yes, we don't have big updates like we did last year when we were getting things painted and
yeah.
doing fun projects, but we're still doing some stuff. And one of those things is we now have a woman who comes in and cleans the apartment once a week, and she cleans for our neighbors here in the same building. So it's great because they recommended her and she does a great job. And for this trip, we had her come and clean before we arrived, which is
First
nice
time,
to.
right? That's the first time we.
Yeah, I know. Last time I had wished we had because even without everything closed up, it gets kind of dusty. And,
Yeah,
she runs the water and everything. She's super thorough. I mean, she's here for like 3.5 hours every time. I
it's
mean, and
crazy.
this
Yeah,
place is small. So,
I know.
So because we had her come, before we were here, I got a WhatsApp message from her when we were still in Dallas for Paul's work trip with photos and a message that the birds living in our the connection between our utility room and the outside world had returned, which was crazy because we built this
Yeah.
structure that seemed so secure
Two
with
of them, right?
two of them
One
blocking
for each
two
hole. Yeah.
things. Yes, with duct tape and chicken wire and PVC pipe. And there was just absolutely no way. This was, I mean,
I d-
something, we could have sold to other people. It was a super
oh, I
impressive
did. I
bird
sold it on
blocking.
our neighbors. I explained how they should be doing this. These things were completely gone. The holes are empty.
Yes.
These birds are about this big. They're tiny.
They're tiny.
I don't
I
know
know.
how they collectively pulled that thing out. I mean, they're, probably this wide.
hmm And then, of course, they were starting new nests
Of
in
course.
there.
Yeah.
You
So,
know?
deal with that. And then, so we're going to try to figure this out over the course of the trip. Stephanie gets these plastic cups from the woman who sells juice down the street, and they're about the size of the hole. So I just put two in there to kind of block them off for now. And it was actually kind of nice because they were pink or purple, and the light from outside, it would shine through, and without seeing into the hole, you could tell that they were there. And I put them in, told her about it. I don't know what happened. I got cleaned up, whatever. It wasn't that long. It was less than an hour. I walked back in
I
there.
know.
Pink light is gone. I got the ladder out, looked. They got rid of the cups. Somehow these tiny birds. It's so I guess we're gonna figure this out. We have ideas. We maybe bottles full of water, although that, for obvious reasons maybe isn't great, or just get some rocks and gravel from outside because it's Roma Norte. It's all over the place, and I don't want to block off the holes completely because it's an
They're
airflow
there
issue.
for a
And
reason. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, they're there for exhaust, but I mean, you want to have you want that room vented because of the electric water heater. So we'll see. That's it. Right now, what I can tell you is it's birds to Paul zero. So I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna give the birds more than two.
Yeah, not doing good against the birds.
Yeah. In other apartment updates, we left from the last trip feeling cautiously optimistic that our hot water problem may have been solved
So,
and
well, solved.
solved.
Solved in the context of something working in Mexico, I guess is the.
Yes. And I am happy to report that it does seem to be working. We can take showers and the water stays warm.
Yeah.
And um, we've been here since I think the 4th of October. So
Yep.
a solid couple, three
Yeah.
weeks. And so, pretty much take a shower every day. So that's
Yep.
a pretty good track record. I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
I today attempted to nudge the hot water up on the water heater just a tiny, tiny bit because I
Yep.
wanted it to be a little bit warmer, and that seemed to work okay. So we'll leave that alone probably and see how that goes. And if all goes well, you may never hear us talk about our water heater or our water pressure or the temperature or the
Well,
showers again.
yeah, maybe. I
Maybe.
it doesn't work, right? I mean, to be clear, when I shave in the sink, it goes hot, cold, never comes back hot. It's all over the map. There's something about the shower where if for whatever reason you crank it up, comes on, gets up to heat, it takes a minute and then it works. But I I don't know with the dishes or the other sinks, like it's not it
Hmm.
doesn't work. I mean, it's still not right, but it's the goal here, right, is to take showers. So
Yes. The kitchen sink works as long as you run the water full blast. If
yeah,
you try to
great.
run the water slowly while you wash the dishes,
Okay,
it gets
that
cold.
that might have something to do with it then, because I don't want to do that when I'm shaving because it just splashes
Yes.
everywhere.
Right.
Okay. In other defeats for Paul, I brought some of these stupid little Apple speakers with me here. And you said we're almost 3 weeks in. They don't work. So, as for the idea was to connect them to the Apple TV because we have bigger speakers, but the similar at home. They work great. You know, this has been one disaster after another. I feel like I will get this to work before we leave. I've gotten, as of today, one of them is fine. The other one, not so much. But I I have different things I can try. So it's not worth talking about. It's just really irritating. Carried them here, you know.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty most of what's
Yeah.
new in the apartment. I brought a microphone with me, so I hopefully have audio that sounds a little bit better for these videos and for podcasts and for my work calls, those kinds of things. We got a nice little tray table for the laptop. So when
Yeah.
we sit in the living room and work, we have tables that are, you know,
The
semi-stylish.
right height, so
They're
you
at the
get
right height.
can sit
Yes.
like a person and
Yeah.
use
So
the
you don't have
laptop.
to hunch over
Yeah.
or put it on your lap.
Hmm.
And they can be little side tables when you're not using them for your laptop. So they're kind of useful.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, we're pretty good in the apartment. It took a couple of years, but I don't really think, we really need anything else. There's a
Hmm.
couple aesthetic things I'd like to do. I'd like to get some kind of art for this wall behind me at some point, but definitely um, more decor related things and not practical things that we need to do here now.
Yeah. I mean, it took a long time, but it's
Yeah.
mostly
Hmm.
it's mostly there.
Hmm.
So I guess that's about it for now. Nothing dramatic. Well, except for the birds. I guess that's a little dramatic, but I don't know what's going on there.
It's triggering.
Yeah, it really is. It's really upsetting. But anyhow, I think that's about it. So thank you for watching. We'll be back soon with another video.
Thank you. Bye.